5 daily habits that can make you smarter. When people talk about intelligence, they often imagine it as something fixed. Either you are smart, or you are not. But modern neuroscience tells a very different story. Your brain is constantly changing based on what you do every day. Every habit, every thought, and every action either strengthens your mind or keeps it the same. This means becoming smarter is not about talent alone. It is about repetition, discipline, and the small choices you make daily. The brain grows like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The habits below are not complicated, but they are powerful. If you apply them consistently, they can improve your memory, focus, problem-solving ability, and overall thinking speed over time. 1. Reading every day to build mental depth. Reading is one of the simplest and most powerful habits for increasing intelligence. When you read, you are essentially absorbing the thoughts, experiences, and knowledge of other people without living their lives yourself. This gives your brain access to thousands of perspectives. But reading is not just about collecting information, it is about training your brain to think. Every time you follow a story, analyze an idea, or understand an argument, your brain builds stronger cognitive connections. Even 20 to 40 minutes of reading daily can create noticeable improvements. Books, especially, are powerful because they force deep focus. Unlike short videos or social media posts, books require patience and attention. This helps your brain develop the ability to do deep work, which is essential for intelligence. Over time, reading improves vocabulary, communication skills, imagination, and critical thinking. You don't just become more informed, you become more thoughtful. 2. Learning something new every day to keep the brain active. A stagnant brain becomes slow. A learning brain becomes sharp. Daily learning is about staying curious and mentally active. It does not mean studying all day, it simply means exposing your mind to something new every day. This could be a new word, a concept, a skill, a historical fact, or even a scientific idea. When you learn something new, your brain forms new neural pathways. These pathways are like roads. More roads mean faster thinking and better connections between ideas. The key is consistency, not intensity. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused learning every day is enough to make your brain more flexible. Over time, you will notice that you understand new topics faster and remember information more easily. People who stay curious naturally become better problem solvers because their brains are trained to explore instead of freeze when facing unknown situations. 3. Writing daily to organize and strengthen thinking. Writing is often ignored, but it is one of the most powerful intelligence-building habits. When you write, you are forced to slow down your thoughts and organize them clearly. This process improves clarity of thinking in a way that passive learning cannot. For example, when you try to explain something in writing, you quickly realize whether you actually understand it or not. If your thoughts are unclear, your writing will be unclear too. This forces your brain to fix gaps in understanding. Writing also strengthens memory. When you summarize what you learned in your own words, your brain processes the information more deeply. This makes it easier to recall later. You can write journals, daily reflections, summaries of what you learned, or even random thoughts. The format doesn't matter, the habit does. Over time, writing improves decision-making, communication, and logical thinking. It helps you think like someone who understands things deeply, not just superficially. 4. Exercise to improve brain function and mental energy. Physical activity is directly connected to mental performance. A healthy body supports a healthy brain. When you exercise, blood flow to the brain increases, delivering oxygen and nutrients that improve cognitive function. This helps with memory, focus, and mental clarity. Exercise also releases chemicals like endorphins and dopamine, which improve mood and reduce stress. A stressed brain struggles to think clearly, while a calm brain performs better in problem solving and learning. You don't need intense workouts. Even walking, stretching, jogging, or light exercise for 20 to 30 minutes daily can make a noticeable difference. Many studies show that regular physical activity improves learning ability and even protects the brain from age-related decline. In simple terms, exercise makes your brain younger, sharper, and more efficient. 5. Mindfulness and reflection to improve self-awareness. The smartest people are not just knowledgeable, they are aware of how they think. Mindfulness and reflection help you understand your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This awareness allows you to make better decisions instead of reacting impulsively. When you take a few minutes daily to reflect on your day, you start noticing patterns. You see what worked, what didn't, and what you can improve. This turns everyday life into a learning experience. Mindfulness can be as simple as sitting quietly without distractions, focusing on your breathing, or thinking about your goals and actions. It helps reduce mental noise, which improves concentration. A calm mind is a powerful mind. When your thoughts are organized, your ability to think logically and creatively increases significantly. Over time, this habit improves emotional intelligence, patience, and decision-making skills, all essential parts of being truly smart. Intelligence is built one day at a time. Becoming smarter is not about dramatic changes or overnight success. It is about the small things you do every day that slowly reshape your brain. Reading expands your knowledge, learning keeps your mind active, writing improves clarity, exercise strengthens brain performance, and mindfulness builds self-awareness. Together, these habits create a strong foundation for lifelong intelligence. The most important step is starting. You don't need to do everything at once. Even choosing one habit and sticking to it can create noticeable improvement over time. And that's it for today's video on 5 daily habits that can make you smarter. The truth is, becoming smarter isn't about luck or talent, it's about what you do every single day. Even small habits like reading, learning, writing, exercising, and reflecting can completely change the way your brain works over time. If you start applying even one of these habits today, you'll already be ahead of most people. The key is consistency. Don't try to be perfect, just try to improve a little every day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Also, comment below which habit you're going to start first, I'd love to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.